The Rams on the DK Sportsbook, Geoff, 2.5-point favorites at home. Are odds makers like maybe giving too much credit to this new Russell Wilson-led Broncos team?
Okay, so this line is, I get it. Like, you look at this is not a line I necessarily want to touch right now. I mean, a lot of these lines, you're probably going to say, like, why the heck would I bet this line right now? But this one especially. But I'm going to make a case here for by the time we get to Christmas, I actually think this one's going to make a lot more sense. And you may even see this line get smaller. Look, the Broncos they're a bit of a work in progress. We don't really know what we're going to get. They obviously upgraded massively at the quarterback position. They've got a lot of young players on defense. And I think by the time we get to Christmas, they're going to look better than people realize. On the flip side of that, you've got a veteran squad in the Rams. They escaped a lot of injury bugs last year. Their star players were just fine for the most part, but they had a longer season than anyone. They're a year removed, more banged up in the NFL. I think that there's a better chance the Rams get to this game with some massive injuries, and you actually see the Broncos potentially even at like even money. So that's my big prediction for this game. At this point right now, I cannot get on the Broncos as much as I want to. This line just looks too short, but things are going to change so much by the time we get to Christmas. So my prediction is the Rams maybe just look a little bit more banged up than the Broncos.
Pearce, make a case for betting this game now, this spread.
I'm not very bullish on Russell Wilson, but I'm even less bullish on the Rams. And I'm going to stay and die on this hill that the Rams are not as good as people think they are. They just aren't. They're 10-11 against the spread last season. And since we're probably going to go over schedules and game logs over the next couple weeks, I might as well just jump on that now. Look at the last 10 games that the Rams faced last season. They beat the Jaguars. They beat an Arizona team that was injured. They beat Seattle, which wasn't very good. They beat Minnesota, another erratic team. They beat Baltimore, another team that was dealing with tons of injuries. They beat a San Francisco team twice that was riddled with injuries. They beat Arizona again that was dealing with injuries. They beat Tampa, whose offensive key players were all out. And they basically, over the last 10 games, they played one tough opponent, and that was the Bengals. And the Bengals really weren't the best team heading into the playoffs. The Rams are overhyped. They're overrated. I just don't see them being that competitive this season.